Alright guys, it is the weekend and guess who arrived? Me! It's our Keri. Woohoo!
Yup.
Nice to have you back. That was a bit of a bang.
Yeah, it was very hard actually.
So you're heading into Dublin.
I am.
Sorry, she arrived up last night and she's heading into Dublin, meeting a friend for lunch.
If that's your wording of choice, yeah.
What would you call it? Meeting a friend for lunch?
Meeting a friend for coffee.
Coffee.
It's not even lunch.
Not even lunch, okay. So, you coming home for dinner?
Yes.
What would you like for dinner?
I really want sausage casserole.
Do you want me to make sausage casserole?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, might you cuddle? Oh, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we have to come up with because obviously casserole you like to go all day.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
I've seen was it Nanny B on TikTok. She's on some controversy at the moment. I don't even know what's going on. But she does she's really funny. She does all like she goes, I just want toad in the hole, and she'll like make it on camera, and it's yeah.
I'm not one of those people. So how are you getting on in Galway?
Grand.
You doing good? How are you finding out that you're in digs?
A lot better.
Yeah?
Because I can come and go. If I need to go back up to the library, I can go back up to the library. If I need to ask like a lecturer questions, I can actually arrange meetings with them and not do them over the phone, which is a bit difficult, especially when you're trying to like be like, hey, so in this text, in this version from the 1200s, why is it slightly different than one from the same year, roughly around the same time, with completely different context and language. So it's a little bit, it was harder, but now it's better.
Good. You're enjoying it?
I am.
You are. All right. So we're going to let you go, head into town, and we will rustle up something here. We'll record what we rustle up.
Yes.
But your preference is a sausage casserole?
Yes.
Something with sausage?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to try and do a flan. So what have you to bring home with you?
Pouring cream.
Pouring cream.
Pouring cream.
We're not making
I feel like Molly Malone going into town.
I know. Anyway, but anyway, I won't go down that road. Right, you head into town and I will chat to you when you're home.
Yep.
Right guys, that's Keri heading into town. So we will have a proper catch up with her later on when she comes home from town. And in the meantime, I'm going to have a look at my cupboards and see if we can rustle up something with a sausage. Alright guys, so found this in the press, the beef and tomato casserole for the slow cookers. Now I'm going to use this over the sausages because it's bursting with herbs and spices, and you put that in and it's designed for the slow cooker. So hey ho, that's what we're going to do. I've got these sausages here, the little 32 Irish pork sausages. Going to do that. That's a tin of tomatoes. Here we go. I might do some frozen carrots in on it and onion. That's what's going into it. Let me just grab the rest of the ingredients. Alright guys, there's my sausages all browned up, ready to go in to the casserole. I am going to use this sauce, the beef and tomato casserole sauce, half a bag of the frozen carrots, about half of the diced onions, and a tin of chopped tomatoes. Going to throw it in there on high, 4 hours. Job's a good one. Alright guys, so in there so far I have a half a bag of those carrots, my sausages, going to throw in my tomatoes. I am going to, what's next? This lad, going to sprinkle him in on top. Get in, enough love him. Anyway, and some onions, but I can't do the onions freehand, so hang on a sec. Okay, so I probably put in 2/3 of that packet of diced onion. So that's how she's looking. Going to put the lid on there, put her on high, keep an eye on her, and I don't know if it needs a bit more liquid. We'll see. But you know what might be nice in there? A tin of beans. Love a good tin of beans in a sausage casserole. But we'll see how she's going after about an hour. Right guys, so the casserole is on. Have my flan base out here because they're the potatoes. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to throw them in or I'm going to cook them separate. We'll see. But I have my flan base here ready to go, but I need to clean all down here. Empty dishwasher, clean down here and clean this table. Oh lordy lord, does it ever stop? Right, let's get to it. Alright guys, so Miss Keri is home from town meeting her friend for lunch. But yeah, we've just had our tea. So now we're going to have a slice of flan. Look at that baby. Just look at that baby. So we're going to have that, a cup of tea, a chat, a catch up, and we will chat with you in the morning. Good morning guys. It is the next day and I've had to go out and have an appointment this morning. Oh, too early for this. Too early. It is 8:40 and it's 9 degrees. Well, it's not too bad. Very, very sunny. Hence I have sunglasses on because we're not getting a headache today from the sun. So Kerry's still in bed. Oh my god, that flan last night was just divine. Absolutely divine. I've got an appointment this morning, but do you know what I need to do? I have to go make an appointment to get my eyes tested. It's sort of, I think it's more reading. But yeah, haven't had them tested in about 3 years. I know myself, they're going downhill. So heading out, as I said, it's a lovely bright morning. It is 9 degrees, sunny, dry, no wind, happy days. This is my perfect ideal day. And the police are just in front of me. Right, I am going to go to this meeting and I will chat with you after. Alright guys, you know it was a heavy meeting when I've still got my glasses on my head because I can't. Holy God, my poor brain. My poor brain. Do you know, I was just listening to there. Just got into the car, decided to have a vape before we moved. As you do. They were saying there's now a intellectual chicken coop that can translate chicken yabber, gabber, chatter. Like, is this seriously where the world has gone? We're now translating what chickens are saying. Oh, I can't wait to go home. Just messaged Keri, said to her, Keri, I'm on my way. So God bless her. She got up this morning. She was obviously she got up this morning. It's 1 o'clock in the day. Yeah, so she's putting on soup for dinner. I think she's making a homemade soup. I hope she's making homemade soup. But she might be. And we're gonna have that. So I'm actually looking forward to it. So, but yeah, so the rest of the day I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go home and see if Keri wants to do anything or she's anything planned. I'm hoping we sort of maybe just have a chat. Oh Lord, right, I'm going because I'm tired and my head is beginning to, my eyes actually are tired. I'm not physically tired. My head and my eyes are tired. There's so many reports to read. I was like, holy God. And you know when they're using really big words, this sounds so funny, but you know when they're using really big words and you have to keep Googling them. So yeah, so anyway, that's the way it is. There's a car behind me that's on the wrong side of the road. Anyway, right, okay, I'm gonna go. Alright guys, it is a couple of days later because our Keri has been poorly. Well, she was in town and then the day after she got a cold and she was just taking it handy. Then I was out, and then when I came back, you went out to she went out to her dad's. So yeah, so it hasn't been a very recordable week. But anyway, she's heading home tomorrow. So we decided we would go up to Lidl's and get her some food, and then we would go to Brannock's. Actually, we went the other way around. We went to Brannock's first and then Lidl's. Right guys, so we're going to hit the road. I'm actually driving Keri down as far as Galway. I have to be back up this evening, so it's going to be just a quick drop and go. Yeah, we'll have a quick chat with her in the car and see how she is. Right guys, we just stopped in Starbucks and I got a strawberry and cream frappuccino with a 1 pump of peppermint syrup, because I don't like any of the Christmas drinks really. So that's what I get. What did you get, Kerry?
I got a hazelnut chocolate crunch hot chocolate.
I said in bits across.
It's hazelnut chocolate crunch hot
Anyway.
chocolate.
So we're heading out to lunch. We're going to get some lunch, and we will. Yeah, I don't know what we fancy, do we?
No.
So, do you want to talk? I'm actually going to drive while we're talking. How about that?
Okay.
So, do you want to tell them what course you're doing? Would they know what course you're doing? How are you finding it different to in second year?
So we're actually doing archaeology this year, which is my favourite, and I love archaeology.
Right.
What else are we doing? We're doing early Irish literature.
And is that good?
You kind of realise that people don't.
Right, okay, is this fella actually fucking stupid, like? He's just gone across the whole road and blocked the whole road.
I would have beeped.
Where would he go?
I don't know, but it still would have beeped.
No point beeping if you can't go anywhere.
So we're doing early Irish literature, and it actually puts into perspective how unique Ireland is when you really look at like the literature.
Yeah.
And then we...
Sorry, I'm just
what else
put on my
do I have to
glasses.
do? What else am I doing? I'm doing history, and we're finally getting into modern history.
Oh yeah.
So the modern history starts in the 17th century.
Oh.
Or the 1600s. I can't see now. I don't know. So we're starting that. We're looking
oh my god, there's a car in the roundabout blocking the whole roundabout.
It's just a weird day today.
Do you know it's Sunday? They always say that Sunday drivers, they're the ones that only drive once a week.
Yeah.
Look, he's blocking.
Somebody not gonna beep the fuck. Sorry. You're gonna have to beep that out.
Anyway, so oh yeah, your digs. How are you finding being in digs this year?
It's actually a lot better because I come and I go to college and I come home and I go to bed.
Yeah, but you're not having to do
I'm
like
not
4 hours on a bus.
I was doing 5.5 actually.
5.5 hours on a bus.
5.5 hours on a bus every day, Monday through Thursday. It was rough.
So being in the digs makes all the difference to you, does it?
It really does. I know this year the college was saying, oh, we need to fill up Friday classes. That didn't do anything. They put classes down and then the lecturers rearranged them. I mean, what? Like, nobody wants to be working on the Friday. Do you know what I mean? Like, why?
No, and plus an awful lot of students have to commute home and stuff. So
lecturers commute mad.
Do they?
Yeah, one of my lecturers lives out in Ennis, and he commutes every day. Like, so
that's crazy.
Another one lives, like they all live like Mayo, Sligo, Galway.
A good bit away.
Yeah, like they're. It's not like as in, oh, it's like Dublin. They can commute wherever. It's actually pretty intense.
Not as intense as this.
No, this is a weird one.
Anyway, so but yeah, you're finding it better, and plus you're going to start coming home more.
Yeah, so I can come home more often. I'm not. I'm not like, if I want to come home, I can come home.
Yeah, you're not having to come all the way in from Clifton, all the way then into Galway, then up to Dublin.
Yeah, so I can just go kind of whenever, which is nice.
And you're hoping to come home in December because you want to see the lights in Dublin, don't you?
Well, that too. But the Galway Christmas market is starting.
Oh, that's right. That's starting
next
next weekend.
No, this weekend.
This week, yeah.
So it will be starting on Thursday. And
we'll have to go down to that.
Yeah, so
you'll have to come with us when we go down to the market.
They have a Ferris wheel, and I love the Ferris wheel. I've never actually been on the Ferris wheel.
Have you not gone up the Ferris wheel?
A lot of my friends were meant to come, and then there was issues.
Me and you go up the Ferris wheel.
Yeah. They have like a load of roasted, like they have a lot of food. They have this
I did hear it was
barbecue
quite
place.
pricey though.
The food is really, really obnoxiously expensive, but you're kind of going for the experience.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
It's not like you're sitting there going, oh, I'm going to have a full meal at the Galway Christmas market.
No.
You're
going to get something unusual that you only get at Christmas
yeah, and a lot
markets.
of the stuff, it was like, now in fairness, okay, it was like pulled pork barbecued pulled pork burgers that were being made there and then.
Yeah, well, see, I could do that. I could do that.
The burger, I think, was like 14 or 15 euro.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe not.
yeah. So like, it depends. Like, again, you know, they have snack places. They have a Peruvian knitter, and she sells all her like llama wool, her alpaca nation.
Well, what we do is, right, we go down, we'll have a look. One of the weekends.
I thought this was going to be a lot hotter than what it is.
Yeah. Right, we're going to get on the road. We're going to travel because we have to get around roundabouts. And
I'm going to be honest. I'm pretty surprised. Like, even the truck drivers, like, this is nothing new.
Yeah. Truck drivers don't care.
Truck drivers are chill.
Well, they drive for a living, so they tend to be very good readers of the road.
So yeah, so I'm also doing urban studies, so I have to email my lecturer actually today because I need to add that on.
Urban studies, what's
Urban
that?
studies, so this is where we go to a city or a large town, because there's only 4 cities in the whole of Ireland.
In Ireland, yeah.
So we go to a large town and we go to the archives and we look at the structural history. So we look at the buildings, how long those buildings were there. For an example, most of Galway has not changed since the 1500s.
Oh, okay.
The streets are literally still the same.
Yeah.
If I pulled up the map, you could probably still make your way around.
Work around it.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. And then what else am I doing? I'm doing international tourism.
Oh, okay. Keri, can I ask a really bizarre question?
Yeah.
At the end of this course,
Yes.
what will you be qualified as or in or
Planning. I am the reason people's shit gets rejected.
planning?
Yeah. So I can do something called the Watchman as well.
What's that?
So that's on construction sites. They're the archaeologists on standby and go, stop.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so I can do that.
Right.
I can do planning, so I can do it on the heritage sense. I can go and work in museums.
So if someone was to, right, so sorry, can we just, because if we were to, say I won the lottery tomorrow and bought a grade 2 listed building, you would be what decides what can be changed and what can't?
Yes.
Right, okay.
I also will be the one to say whether or not that property can be sold privately.
Right, okay.
So if you say this, like, I don't know, you get a beautiful land plantation house and it was built in 1721 and it was great and it was all this blah blah, stayed in the family for eons, the state wants it, I go out and evaluate it.
Right, okay.
If the state does not have interest in it, it can be sold privately. But it's like you have to prove that there's a historical value, that there is a heritage value in keeping that house owned by the state.
Right, okay.
So it gets a little bit dodgy.
But that's good at least, because it's just when someone says they're studying heritage, you think, what the Nora can you do when you finish that course? Like,
it's basically, it's more, there's no difference in my degree than there would be for someone studying history.
right, okay.
It is, the only difference is the focus is more on Ireland.
Right, okay.
Instead of like when you're studying for a history degree, it's all in very broad Europe. You do look at Ireland, but not to the extent that we're
you're
going.
looking at it.
Yeah, so
Right,
I would be much more of a focal lens. Now that being said, you still have to study European history because unfortunately, history is just timelines of string all tethered together to make rope.
Right, okay.
So
Okay.
there is that. Now it's not. What else do we do? We can go into teaching. You can go into the tourism sector. You can be a consultant. You can do loads.
So there's actually loads of options open to you. And I mean, I'm not
If
being
you-
bad, but when you first said to me, I'm studying heritage, I will be honest with you, I thought in my own head, what the bloody Ada is heritage?
It's a bit like philosophy.
It's like
you can't do anything with
heritage, but where's she going to go after this?
Yeah, so there's
Do you know
actually
that? So I
the part-
happened to, and I, because it was only your first year, I really didn't want to push it,
so
and then
you
you
know-
go and create doubts in your
Yeah.
mind. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know where the department of the Taoiseach and Taoiseach is in Dublin? Right next door is the Department of Heritage.
Right, okay.
So, and the Department of Heritage, Culture and the Arts is as well. So you remember when they opened the Battle of the Boyne?
Yeah.
That Heritage Centre, all visitor centres are under
Heritage.
you can go into the OPW. Office of Public Works. You can go and work in archives. You can do a lot.
Right, okay.
It just, if it's one of those things where if you're not, if it doesn't interest you, you're really not going to aim for it. You know, like most people, some people do heritage and then they do business, or they go on to do planning, or they go on to do geography. For an example, for geography, you can do, because I do a module in geography, but it's looking at how the land, the physical landscape and historical events, mythology, all kind of intertwine with each other.
Right, okay.
Throughout kind of time and presentation of it. So for an example, if you go to Louth is where Tabong Kulion takes place.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anything to commemorate it?
No.
Even 2 Jan Bulls? No. That's a failure in the heritage sense, because
right,
that is
okay.
such a big story. It talks about how Cuchulainn stands up for Ulster, and he's the only man to do so, boy, because everyone else is struck down by labour pains. Nobody says that.
Yeah.
You know, like, and unless you're looking for it, you won't see it.
Know it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie, right, we're coming up on our lunch place.
Yes.
So we show you what we got for lunch, and we'll have a chat later on. And just like that, folks, we have dropped Keri to go. We were on our way home. My phone ran out of battery. As you know, it said something was draining the battery, and then it died. And I had no charger cable with me. So what can I do? So I'm on my way home. I have to go and do something for about an hour this evening once I get back, and then I'm in. But yeah, so that was Keri's little trip up. It wasn't, as I said, it wasn't very recordable because she was poorly for a couple of days. Then she was out with her dad. So there wasn't really much going on. She just came chillaxed, and that was about the extent of it. So guys, I'm going to call it there on the vlog. In about a couple of days my mum is up, but she's only doing a flying visit. So yeah, so I'll go at the moment, and then Hayley is back down for a doctor's appointment. She's coming down. But yeah, I'll go. That's the way it is at the moment. And then we will be getting ready for Christmas and the Christmas decorations, and that's happening in a couple of absolutely flying in this year, Christmases. Anyway guys, I will call it there, and I will chat to you in my next one. Thanks for staying around and watching this to the end, and I will chat to you in my next one, guys. Take care. Bye bye.